Hello, telespectators, ladies and gentlemen. This is an emergency video because, in case you don't know, Sega released the official timeline on Sonic, and there are a lot of big things that are talked in here. So yeah, it's gonna be a super casual video, and I invited a friend of mine, another Sonic enthusiast, Narukami.
Hello, hello.
Yes, but yeah, we're gonna, I guess, be talking about very casually of this timeline. It was really crazy. He may only end up being at the beginning, and then he leaves after. We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are kind of cool, so I guess we can just kind of go over it. Destruction and regeneration by Dark Gaia and Light Gaia. Kind of interesting. I wouldn't think this would happen here. I would think it would happen after, but we'll get to that point. In case anyone doesn't know, Light Gaia is Chip, Dark Gaia, very big bad, and I think it's the biggest bad of all. I think Dark Gaia is the end, or some form of the end that we see in Sonic Frontiers. Personally.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I think, at least. Because they have a lot of similarities. They have similarities that are talked about, so I don't think it's too out of the realm of possibility. But anyways, I guess Ancient and Chaos Emeralds, yeah, we know, right? Chaos Emeralds came from space. The Master Emerald is on Earth for whatever forsaken reason, I guess. And they made the Mystic Ruins, which it's pretty cool. I thought the Mystic Ruins were actually made by the Echidnas, so...
Yeah, I did too. It's like painted that way in Sonic Adventure, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so knowing that they made the Mystic Ruins, it's very bizarre for me, but yeah. And they became the Chao. We all knew this because of Chaos. Chaos is the remnant of the Ancients. Very cool. And then,
Yes.
the Gaia document is made. We don't know by who it was made. But it's a very interesting little piece of stuff, right? The main thing that is bizarre about this is that this is where kind of the timeline clashes on itself. And I think the Sonic team may be a little bit wrong here. Because although like Dark Gaia, which grew over millions of years, destroyed the Earth, right, and Light Gaia healed it, this can't be here because how would Light Gaia heal it without the Chaos Emeralds, which it needs, unless you use the Master Emerald.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it needs the Chaos Emeralds to be powered, which were probably made by the Ancients. So, like, this should have come after this, after the Gaia document, or before the Gaia document, right? It shouldn't be here unless this is talking about something else and not actually Earth. And that's where my theory comes on the end, because the end is a planet, right? It could be like the end is an old Earth or something, and then Light Gaia created a new Earth. I don't know. That's where it becomes messy. It really clashes on itself, these two. Especially with the Gaia document. It should be before... it should be after the Ancients, but the Ancients should be the first things. Everything kicked off because of the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, that's interesting. I completely forgot that the emeralds are inside the temples that Chip uses to fight Dark Gaia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is at least if Chip is not Light Gaia and he's like a descendant. Because here's another theory I have, right? I'll pull up here. We have a Chao, right? See the beautiful Chao?
I missed him.
Not Chop, I meant, whoops. And I'll look at Chip from Sonic. You may call me crazy.
Yeah, you see resemblance in those two?
Yes, I think Chip is a Chao. I don't think Chip is necessarily like Gaia. Because they have too many similarities, such as the wings, the little upper area here, the body size, abilities. Of course, the Chow can't really do things, but they have reincarnation, the transformations, they can turn into things, right? They are highly unstable in their genetic code, I guess, that makes them transform. So I think Chip is not necessarily Light Gaia. Light Gaia is more of like a concept, maybe? And Chip only like can awaken Light Gaia or something, I don't know.
Okay. That's... Yeah, I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, it's very hot waters. It's because it doesn't make sense why Chip is Light Gaia, right? For me, at least. It's very bizarre. He doesn't fit as Light Gaia or anything else. I might need to look at the murals for Sonic Unleashed. Perfect moment because the PC HD version came out, so like...
Yeah.
Perfect to study those, but...
The recompiled version.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think that maybe this is why this Light Gaia thing is here. Because we're not talking about Chip, we're talking about Light Gaia. And it's in quotes, by the way. You notice that?
Both dark and light, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's maybe not the Dark Gaia we know from Sonic Unleashed. It's not the Light Gaia that we know as Chip. More of entities and concepts that are being talked about.
I see, okay.
Yeah, and maybe that's why the Gaia document is here, because that's when Chip and Light and Dark Gaia from Earth really did awaken, instead of being concept or whatever. But yeah, I think it's a lot for debate, because yeah, this doesn't fit here. It makes sense why it would be here, but it can't be here if we follow the continuity of the Ancients. So... Alright. Anyways. Birds are from space. Which is really cool.
Yep.
The
Echidna tribe.
Yep. We all know it. They abuse the Chaos Emeralds. Which we were talking before of how... its Knuckles can't turn to Super. I bet neither could the Echidnas. I think they were using it like the Ancients.
I don't know, man. It's just I think we just literally need them to be more playable in the games.
Maybe, yeah.
We just need them to be playable in the games more often to see if they can actually go Super or not. Because yeah, every single time they're playable, it's always get the Emerald for Sonic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be reviewed in Sonic Adventure 3.
For real.
This right here, okay. It happened. Gizoids are created, which then we have Emerald. Not confirmed on who made it. I think it was the Ancients, personally. But then, if we have the Echidna tribe here, then it can't be the Ancients, because they're dead. Unless this... Right? Because this is what, 2,000 years ago? Okay. Yeah, maybe this could be a crazy interpretation, right? Maybe the Gizoids are created by the Ancients, and this is like considered in the wrong place. Professor Pickle, get your facts right. Or they really are unrelated. I think it's the Ancients, because Gizoids also use the Emeralds in a really masterful way that we've never seen it before. So that's what I think, though. I don't know.
Yeah, this is... And the Sonic timeline is it's all over the place. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, and we're not even in the messy place yet, because there's one thing in the timeline that kind of breaks every single theory, and it confirms something that I was thinking, but we'll get into it. I kind of talked when we were talking on Discord, actually, on the 7-minute long voice.
Yeah.
I can't talk here at least. It'll be way better than listening to a 7-minute one. But yeah, Jarrod creates Shadow. Cool.
Just skimming over it.
Mm-hmm. Arc is destroyed. Yeah. They were there. Very cool. Maria dies by a gun attack, ironically. He shouldn't be here, but there he is. Happened in the past. Very cool. And then there's Solaris too. Yay. Okay. And then Iblis Seal, which kicks off the entire loop of Sonic 06. And then there he is. He appears, Sonic on South Island. We don't
Classic Sonic era.
We don't know why Eggman was in the South Island. Oh no, he was to steal the Chaos Emeralds, yeah. We don't know why he wants the Chaos Emeralds. We know why he knows about them, which is Jarrod, of course, but... Yeah, Sonic didn't even know about the Chaos Emeralds at this point. He couldn't even transform. He just got them. And then Sonic... this one, I think it's fascinating because... Okay, Sonic CD happens, but then Sonic 2 happens. I always thought it was the other way around. I thought it was Sonic 2 and then CD. So much so that they might have skipped on a bunch of things here. Because Metal Sonic truly does feel like a better version of Silver Sonic from Sonic 2. I don't know. I think it fits way better than Sonic CD being here.
Yeah, it's like a downgrade,
Mm-hmm. But yeah. It's classic Sonic, though. The continuity at this point doesn't really matter. So, there's that. So much so that on Sonic Generations, this kind of breaks this timeline here, right? Because Sonic Generations, it's 1, 2, and then CD. So... Oh well. And then yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles happens. And then this is where the timeline breaks of all fan theories of Sonic Mania. Yeah. And then Encore happens. So, this is where I think... so now we're going into hot waters. This is what my 7-minute audio was about.
Phantom Ruby.
Yeah, because I have a theory, because I don't know if anyone has talked about it before. I bet they might have. But I don't think the Phantom Ruby is dimension related. It kind of is, but instead of sending to other dimensions and just creating them, it's more that it creates illusions and whatnot, right? The reason for this... there's a few reasons for it. First, the name. What does a phantom have to do with dimensions, first off? Makes way more sense for illusions and all that. Secondly, the theme of Eggman, the name of the music is Phantom Ruby Delusions. Third is that we see a lot of maps that are based on the past, but they happen through Eggman's perspective. The main one you can see that is on Hydrocity Zone, where you see things, you take a path that Sonic didn't take because it probably was taken by Eggman. What this means is that he didn't travel across time and space, and that actually when Tails was wishing for Sonic's help, he just created an illusion of Sonic. And yes, I know it's written right here. It's official, right? It was dimension traveling. The Phantom Ruby does control dimensions. But I think it's stupid because if you look at everything for Sonic Mania, and even for some things in Forces, it sets up that Phantom Ruby creates illusions. It's only dimensions because Teo says that this Sonic is from another dimension. That's the only basis on it traveling on dimensions. And I think Teos is wrong on his assumption. Because he could be wrong. Because like he can't tell, his only evidence that he's from another dimension is that he doesn't remember generations. Accordingly, he just says he's from another dimension. He just said it was from another dimension. That's why I think he's just an illusion, and Teos' memories, because when Teos needed help, he just remembered the Sonic that saved him long ago. That's my theory. It's hot waters.
It is, yeah.
But that's because I think the dimension thing for the Phantom Ruby is stupid because it doesn't fit Mania and it doesn't fit Forces either. It doesn't fit anything. So, what do you think about these two, though?
It's weird. I don't know. It's every time we see, I kind of do agree that it's more illusions because every single time Infinite uses it in the game, it's always. I think there's even like a voice line that says, "Don't let it get to your head. It's just an illusion" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he like turns, like he like flips the stage upside down and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's weird. I don't know how to feel about the Phantom Ruby or the direction they're taking it.
Yeah, that's why I personally think it's very illusion based, not dimension, because it doesn't fit at all. Yeah. Okay, yeah. But this, if we have a timeline like this, though, this breaks the fan theory of there being a timeline split. No fun Zelda stuff, which I think is for the best, honestly.
Yeah.
Then Sonic Superstars happens. Very cool. Little theory of mine. I bet someone already might have talked about it before. I think Superstars is what caused Robotnik to be in Generations, only because of the final level where there's the time manipulation and all that. Something bad could have happened, and he discovered a way to go to the future. Who knows? Oh well. Mother Sonic era. Sonic 4 happened. And then Death Egg MK2, that's it. Sonic Adventure happened. One of the biggest games in the entire series that started all of the lore. Were it not for this, we would not be here. Sonic Shuffle is canonical.
I find it funny that it is.
There's an even better one later on. Shadow Awakens. Okay. Cream and cheese. I think it's funny that they brought up cream and cheese here.
Although, yeah, why is it brought up here before? Like, I guess the appearances in Sonic Adventure are just Easter eggs.
Yeah. Well, it's because you gotta see. It's their first adventure. So, but I think it's funny that they specified this, but they didn't specify anyone else. Look at this nerd.
Sonic meets Cream.
Yeah. Rebellion Masterpiece, another big game. Where does Sonic Battle happen? Oh, here. Okay, so here's another thing, right? I don't think that this should be where it is. And I have a few reasons for it. I know that Shadow is here, but I think that battle right here, right? It should happen before Heroes. Maybe even Sonic Advance 3 happens before Shadow and before Heroes. Reason is Metal Overlord, Metal Sonic using the emeralds and becoming stronger each time.
Yeah.
But it could be, again, because of Eggman's research on Chaos, but I feel like mechanically wise, it fits better with him learning that from G Merle and E Merle, rather from another creature that is Chaos. Oh well. Shadow happens. And then Battle happens. And then G Merle. very irrelevant characters right now, which is tragic. Blaze, now, I don't remember, I didn't read this right, but I think they fixed it and made so Blaze is just from another dimension. She's not from the future no more.
Yeah, from another world. Yeah.
Yeah, Blaze is not even mentioned here. But she's mentioned here, so I think they want us to believe she's just from another dimension. Okay.
Then, yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how that works with 06 then.
I think this is for the best. I think she fits better like this because of the soul emeralds. I don't think the soul emeralds...
It's just I'm just thinking about that one, the freaking cutscene where freaking Silver and Blaze are in the future, and she just, does her own little sacrifice thing. So I wonder why she goes to the future then.
Yeah. It's kind of bizarre. There's still a lot of questions, and I think only a remake of this game will fix it. Riders happens.
Sick.
Rush Adventure happens. Riders happens again. Yeah, I never played the Riders. I don't know what the Babylon Garden has for significant other than birds or aliens.
It's been like a minute since I've played the Riders games. I don't remember anything that happens in the cutscenes.
I just noticed that your audio was blasting up until now. Good thing I turned it down.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm gonna edit it, I guess. Dark Gaia is forcibly awakened. Yup. Would happen eventually. Friendship with alien wisps. Yup. Makes sense. Two Sonics, past and future. And they're specifically marketing Shadow Generations instead of the original, which I think is really funny. And then Shadow's fake memories from this place. Very cool. More Riders.
Free Riders happens after Oh, interesting. Actually, and that makes sense, I suppose. I just didn't think about that.
I don't know the lore, so I'll believe you. Why is it interesting?
No, it's just... See, the thing with Free Riders, you just forget that it's canonical.
Oh, okay, I see.
Sometimes. Specifically Free Riders.
Alright. Lost World happens. This game broke the series. And then here
oh my gosh. What?
It's canon. The worst part is that it's the most irrelevant game, but also the most...
Ultimate
it
power
does...
engine.
Yeah, it does a lot of things to the lore. Which is kind of terrible in a way. I don't know why they made this canonical, but okay. Forces happens. Yep. Sonic and his Avatar team. What do you mean, Avatar team? Who is this fake Sonic? That is not Sonic, is it? Look.
Wait, what screen?
Is that Oh, dang. I'm trying to zoom in.
Yeah, Wait, what game is credited next to that? That looks like freaking Chaos Islands from Frontiers, but...
Yeah.
Oh, is that the very end of Forces?
I don't know.
When they say goodbye to classic Sonic?
I don't know, I never played Forces fully.
I think that's the very end of Forces. Yeah, that's Sonic, that's modern Sonic.
Oh, it's because the player character's right behind him. You can't see him. Okay. Yep. Knuckles is kidnapped. And then the end. This one is kind of insane. Now you may notice from this point onwards, we're 200 years later. What does this mean? This means IDW is not canon Take that, you morons who thought the IDW was real. I'm talking to one person specifically. I kind of wish it was real, but if it was canon, then it would actually break the lore in several ways. It would make the continuity horrible. But I think the characters from IDW should become canon. Right? And some stories. Because it fits really well.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Are we gonna answer the question about Blaze being in the future here?
The world has been devastated by Iblis. Silver and Blaze are fighting endless battle against Iblis, who keeps resurrecting. With the guidance of Mephiles, a mysterious figure who suddenly appears, the two travel back in time in the era which Sonic and his friends live to kill the person who is said to be the Iblis trigger and cause of this devastation.
So she's just
Due
chilling
to
with
Sonic
Silver?
and Aeris' changes to history, the calamity of fire no longer exists and the disaster itself has not occurred, leaving the world in a state of peace. Yeah.
So she's from another, like, world, but
Yeah.
she's just chilling with Silver eventually, and then they go back in time to kill Sonic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is why I think maybe these two... It still doesn't fit, right? It, like, this game...
Sonic 06, man. But then it just doesn't happen in the end, because everything's erased, or everyone's memory's erased.
Yeah. Maybe there's a big loop, I don't know. Because Blaze would know Sonic, but she doesn't know him.
Yeah. And she's just... It's because of the Soul Emerald, she's just in the far future with Silver, and the same world as Sonic.
I don't know. This game is terrible. This game is horrible. And people say that Heroes is worse than this? Excuse me? Ugh.
Oh. Oh man. It is...
But yeah.
That is the most confusing part to me, is Blaze in all of this.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess main takeaways, if we go from the beginning very fast. Main takeaways is we don't know what a Dark Gaia and a Light Gaia is yet because of Frontiers being here. Birds are from space. Let's see, what else? Continue onwards. Sonic exists. Apparently CD goes before 2. Many people thought it was CD was between 2 and 3, while others believed it was this. So yeah, it's kind of a shock to me. I was one of the believers it went between. According to my theory, Sonic from the classic Sonic from Forces is not real. He's just an illusion. Tails memories. That's my theory, at least. And that's why this is... Okay, but actually my theory explains why this is not a timeline split. You have to agree. Because, like, if Mania never happened because it was all an illusion, then that's why it wouldn't be on Generations. That's why it's all the main timeline. But if there's a dimension, then that's why... Actually, no, a dimension actually explains why it wouldn't be, but even then... Okay. Yeah. Every other game shuffles canon. The stupid king and his race is canon. Here it is. And then lastly, we still don't know if Blaze is from the blasted future or another dimension, or if this is the same Blaze and there are two Blazes. We'll never know. They'll never fix it. They never will.
Yeah. They tried saying that Blaze is from another world earlier on, but then now they don't explain why she's in the future with Silver in the same world as Sonic.
Yeah. This would be the perfect opportunity, but it never will be. Very well.
What happens if you click more?
I think it just opens the game. Oh. The debut work of Silver the Hedgehog. The psychic hedgehog from the future. Yeah, it just shows the overall story and screenshots.
Yeah, man. Still no answers.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no. Oh, now we're in Japan. But yeah. The big question is, why did they do this, right? Why did they make this timeline thing? Now, here comes the other warm waters. I think we're finally getting SA3.
Oh.
Why else would they make a timeline thing if they weren't gonna make one of the games in the series that has the most lore?
I don't know, man. It's.
And look, they're pretty close together. Right here, right? And then if you skip all of these, 2, 3, SA3 confirmed. You see? It's real.
Sonic 06. If you, actually, Sonic 06 is Adventure 3 in the eyes of many.
But you have to agree, it is SA3. It has lore, it has multiple playable characters, it has different storylines that you follow. It's SA3, but like we don't want to admit it because of how bad the game is. But I'll never call SA3 this. SA3 will never be SA4.
But yeah, if it's freaking... I just don't understand the title change then. If it's supposed to be Sonic Adventure 3, why not just name it Sonic Adventure 3? Why name it Sonic the Hedgehog?
Especially after this game exists, right?
Yeah.
It's such a stupid name, such a stupid game. I hate it.